Hello everybody, I'm Sneaksy Gamer, and welcome back to Thief 2: The Metal Age. We just finished the chapter casing the joint, and now we are moving on to, I believe it's called Masks.
Now that I've established such a close working relationship with Lord Gervasius's security systems, going back in for those masks shouldn't be too much trouble.
I hope we can count on the quality of this working relationship.
Gervasius's security systems are not the most dangerous thing I've ever worked with.
Do I have to ask what is?
We're on the clock. How has Karis been using the time we've had to wait?
He's been making some modifications to the Mechanist Cathedral, including some sort of valves or seals on the doors. Why, we don't know yet. Inside, it just looks like a huge factory, full of machines and equipment. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's tied into those precursor artifacts. The sooner we can get a hold of those, the sooner we'll know.
And get Karis off our backs.
And stop whatever he's planning.
Don't wait up. I'll be working late.
Okay, so if we hadn't already discovered the correspondence from Karis to Gervasius in the last mission, we would have to do that in this mission. But, as you can see, that objective is already completed because we did it in the last mission. But yeah, this is masks. So, I have to steal all 3 precursor masks. Already discovered the contents of the letter from Karis to Gervasius. Apparently, Gervasius has got his hands on a cultivator as well. Looks like this run will be your one-stop artifact shopping center. Don't let your rush for the masks make you forget the value of money. Get 2,800 loot. No need for any rough stuff. Don't kill anybody. So I can knock people out again in this mission, which makes it quite a bit easier. And get out of the mansion and back to the streets. So, I'm going to buy a couple of flash bombs. I'm going to buy the 3 gas arrows. And I want to get all the water arrows. And I don't have enough gold to get enough cash to get anything else, so that's all I'm going to get. Now, we start out right here where we did the last time. But it's raining today. Or in this one. There's a moss arrow here. And as you can see, I'm going to be a bit more speedy about this than I was in the last mission as well. Okay, we got him out of the way. I believe there is, yeah, there's another moss arrow over here. I was going to say, I believe there's another moss arrow up here somewhere, but then I remembered it's over this way.
Might get stupid today. You!
And I'm just going to leave them right where they fall. And as with the last mission, I had the frog beast eggs in, which was Angel Watch. I can't remember the name of the actual mission. Life of the Party. I can use those and they can kill people without it counting as me killing someone. We've got ourselves a watcher that's active right there. And there should be a guard right through here. There should be a guard somewhere in here anyway. Okay, I'm gonna head over here to the controls and, just like in the last mission, make sure the watchers are off, the cannons are off, and the lights here are off. Okay, but where is this guard? There should be a guard patrolling this part of the hallway. In here, we've got a little chest there with a diamond in it. A gemstone, I should say. Don't know if it's actually a diamond. Okay, there's the guard. And he will come this way, so that's why I'm standing here.
Don't try to run, Tapper. Oh.
Honestly, I don't know how he had not been fully alerted there, but I'm not gonna complain. If things work out for me, I'm not gonna complain about them. So we've got a deer leg there, a loaf of bread there. Still nothing in that oven. We've got a book here. Grocery list. 2 bushels of sour fruit, 6 chickens, 2 boars, 10 loaves of curry bread, 4 casks champagne, and 3 bags potatoes. Sounds like a lot. Now, still nothing in that closet. In this one, we've got a bucket that's partway into the floor and a broom now, but I'm gonna come in here and we get a slow fall portion in there. Now we're gonna be careful. In here, we don't want to make too much noise. Nothing in this closet. We've got a couple of sleeping servants in here. Or I should say, not servants, but workers. Because the servants are those creepy things. Anyway, we've got some coins in that chest, some coins in that chest, and we've got a papyrus here. Maddie, tell no one, but read this and be feared. My master, the Lord Gervasius, you know, is close with Karis, the Lord of the Mechanists. We have been sent a servant of theirs, not a servant like you or I, a servant, with a mask who stands silent and is nearly a machine. But I crept near to examine to see if there was a man under the mask, or but a device, and I heard it crying. Maddie, crying like a lost soul. I do not know what these things are, but I wish I had never laid eyes on it. And I swear, those things are very, very creepy. I mean, obviously they're not natural, but they're not natural. They're very disturbing. And they make weird noise. They laugh when you knock them out. They're just weird. They're meant to be creepy and just weird, all around weird. At least I'm assuming they're meant to be weird. Now, in the bathroom, and yes, we are in the same mansion we were in the last one, but we were literally casing the joint, getting ready for this heist we're doing now. And there's water in that tub now, which explains the swishing sound. Nothing in that closet. And nothing in that one. I thought there was something in there. There's nothing in there, so I'm not going to go down into the water. And okay, that one's not locked. But like 75% of these doors leading into these side rooms are locked in this mission. to put out that torch. And I'm gonna come out here into the shadows. Now, I was lucky enough in the last mission that there weren't guards in all of these rooms, but sadly there are guards in all of the rooms in this mission. And there's actually 3 guards right here. There's one there, there's one, and I think there's another one right behind him. Or if it's not right behind him, it's not that far behind him. I think. And there's a guard patrolling on each one of these little hallway sections. Or it seems like there is anyway. Okay, I'm gonna come over here. Take advantage of the shadows.
What's with this?
Don't want to be spotted. Why did he do that little twirly thing?
Hey!
Don't yell. Don't yell. There's people trying to sleep in the other room. Okay, there's that guard, and there should be one more in this area somewhere. And not that one out there. There should be one more back here. So I'm going to quick save. And I'm going to head over here. This is the barracks. This is where there was the empty room with a couple of beds in it last time. That's where the other guard is. The only problem is these beds are very easy to hit the bed instead of the guard or whoever is sleeping on it. That's why I left those 2 servants. So I'm gonna quick save and then I'm gonna try this. See what I mean? I hit the bed and not the guard. That works. Never thought to try that before. So there's a purse in each of those chests. And I picked a key off of those 2 guards that I've taken care of there so far. Now, if I'm careful, I don't know how, but if I'm careful, I'm able to get back here without him noticing me. He was facing there, but he didn't really...
Nothing here now.
He didn't get alerted somehow, and I'm thankful for that, but I'll get the key off of him. They're all 3 the same key, but it makes it a lot easier to get them out of the way, because then later on in the mission I can make as much noise in this area as I want, and I don't have to worry about a guard noticing me. Then we've got another guard down there. I'm going to wait for him to turn around and head back, and once he passes this corner and is going back down that way, I'm going to run over and jump over that small bit of tile, land on the carpet, and knock him out from behind. In theory. May not work in practice, but that's my plan. But as you've seen in many of the other videos, things do not go as planned sometimes. It seems that more often than not, things don't go according to plan in here. So, now I'm gonna...
Notice there's never any birds. Oh!
Ah, what do you know? It actually worked the way I wanted it to. Now see, that's how things should go all the time for me. I've played the games enough, I should be able to do that kind of thing when I want to, but... Okay, that's the bathroom. But I tend to screw up quite often. And I believe these are just the rooms that these are just the rooms that I've already been in via the secret corridor. Yep. Okay, we've got this scroll, which is the correspondence.
Looks like I'll be able to get one of those cultivators while I'm here.
We've got that one that I read already. And that's it for the scrolls. Okay, now... Sadly, this key doesn't work on many of the doors, and I don't think there's anywhere to get another key, so I will be having to pick most of the locks in this mission, which kind of gets a bit tedious, but anyway, come on, don't get stuck. See, that's what I mean, that gap isn't quite wide enough for Garrett to fit through there properly sometimes. But anyway, we've got some coins in there. I mentioned that in the last mission, that the doorways, or the spaces there, aren't always wide enough for Garrett to fit through. And you kind of get stuck in them sometimes. Now, I believe the storage room is over here. Here's the storage room. And this one, we've got a Hammerite in here. I don't know why, but we saw another Hammerite back in the very beginning of the game in the second mission. I don't get why they're here, but they are.
Chase away the hoofed liar, roof and doorway, block and beam, chase the trickster from our dreams.
But now, as there's no way to get both of them without using Flash Bomb, there's no way to get both of them without alerting one of the others. I want to take out the Hammerite first, because even when alerted, it only takes one hit from the Blackjack to knock out a servant or a peasant. And now he's gonna yell, isn't he? Oh, what do you know? I got him before he got alerted to the point that he yells for help. Normally, with situations like that, you can't knock them out quick enough for one of them to not yell. But apparently, I did pretty well there, because I got them both without either of them being alerted. But I put them in there because I believe at some point later on there's a guard who will be patrolling and will end up in one of these storage rooms if I don't take him out if I don't knock him out in the room he's in before he starts his patrols. And see, this key seems to unlock pretty much all the doors on this floor on this side anyway. I'm not sure about the other side. Although it does not unlock... That key does not unlock this door, which leads over to the area by the ballroom. But I'm not going to be going into the ballroom just yet, because there's like 4 or 5 guards in there, and like 3 of them are archers. There's one patrolling guard I know in the middle who patrols around the structures in there. and there's at least 2 archers on the ground and 1 on a platform up above, so it's a bit difficult to get through there without being spotted, so I don't want to go there just yet. Oh. Perfect timing. Because now, if...
What's there?
There. Perfect timing to do that. Now, as far as I know, I think, let me check something real quick.
Hello?
Yep, that's the room that's got a servant and a guard in it. And the funny thing is, the servants can sometimes be spooked by just the slightest things. Like, every once in a while, you can actually spook a servant to the point that he runs and yells for help just by putting out a torch nearby, which kinda gets annoying sometimes. Okay, time to check and see if this key works over here. It does. Okay, again, control panel, same situation as always with them. You've got a scroll here. Foreman Hobart, whatever. Congratulations, Foreman. The grand opening of the exhibition is almost upon us. The preparations have gone extremely smoothly, and I must admit that I did not expect so thorough a job. Through the influence of you mechanists, this household has become both more efficient and more secure. I consider myself to be a practical man and a man of the world. I appreciate the transition this manor has undergone through its association with your master cares. The devices he has sent are indeed wondrous. The Hammerites were always tramping about, moaning of doom and gloom. They kept our servants docile with their dogma, but did little else. Why, Father Norrell could be downright embarrassing when we had guests. However, your kind, with the first masked servants you've sent, has shown us how to make our servants obedient, and the new priest is as civilized and reasonable as one could hope for. I hope we can continue this relationship, and I will help persuade Lord Gervasius to speak highly of your order when next they come before the Regent Council. Steward Duma. So there was a bit of reading there. Now, I don't know if this key opens this door. It does, okay. But in this room,
builder's sake, what was that?
we've got this chick. This is the chick who was saying she lost her toolbox
Probably.
that had the part of that clock in it in the last mission. This is, what's her name? Foreman Hobart or whatever her name was.
Art
But I'm
thou
gonna
there?
try to creep around to the side like this without being
The wind is
spotted.
restless this night.
And then I can just knock her out. Okay, in here we've got a gemstone in that chest. We've got a mine on the workbench there. This, I don't know what this switch does. It doesn't seem to do anything. I haven't noticed what it does. Is there anything in these other rooms? No. Okay, gonna hit this. I should probably switch away from the mine just in case I misclick. Don't want to be setting up a mine. We've got a purse in that chest, or that crate, whatever you want to call it. We've got a broadhead arrow in that one. We've got a pickaxe and a shovel in here. Nothing in that closet. Nothing in that closet. And that wall looks like it's a secret door, but it's just because of the light shining in there. We've got another scroll. Duma, we need a new gardener before I get back. The terrariums must be in tip-top shape. Karina loves plants, and I've been talking up the terrariums. If they don't look their best, I'm sunk with her. Duma, you must see this girl to believe her. Do your best. If Hobart isn't already overworked, get her to coordinate with the new gardener and get a crew planting new trees outside. Draft servants or guards or whomever to do the work. Get the trees from wherever you can on short notice. Hell, dig them up from Bafford's if you need a source. Old Baffy will understand. He still owes me for the time he swindled me on that painting. You know, the one I swore was an original Durant? The one he swore was an original Durant? He knows I'm still annoyed about that, even if it was a prank. Bram G. P.S. Make sure to up the number of flower arrangements around the manor. It can be a drab place sometimes, and we should do anything we can to spruce it up for her first visit. So apparently, this Gervasius guy is trying to impress a lady. Now, I'm gonna peek out here real quick. Okay, yeah, we're still in the side that I took the guard out from. Okay, now we've got a guard here. I'm going to wait for him to come back down here. He'll come back through that door in a minute. I mean, I could move further in and try to get him from a different spot, but this is the easiest place to get him from. And we actually have only one more mission after this one to complete, and then we are done with this game as well. Then we're moving on to the third one, which is Thief Deadly Shadows, and that one actually, they added a feature that you can play in first person like this, or in third person, which was kinda neat, but it kinda made things a bit weird when you're used to playing in first person. And also, something else about the third game, I don't remember if it's only at certain points or if it's actually just between each mission, but there are points where you can explore the city, and you can't do that in the first two. So we've got another scroll here. Be ever wary for the pernicious forces that array against us. For every flagstone there is a root which seeks to crack through it. For every wall there is a vine which seeks to tear it down. Know thou thy enemy, and be ever watchful, for only so may we prevail. Karis. And in that room there's both a servant and a priest in there. And there's no need to even go in there. There's nothing in there besides them. But back here, we've got another purse in that crate there. Crate, chest, whatever you want to call it. Here we're in the chapel, and a painting of Karis, of course. Karis seems to be a bit stuck on himself. We've got a healing potion here. And then, of course, we've got the entrance we used in the last mission. Now, come on. Where's that key? It seems like the key actually does open every door on this floor, other than the doors to lead into the into the area by the ballroom. Okay, we've got this storage room. We've got a book here. The Book of the Nail, Chapter 7, Verse 12. As the hammer drives nail into wood, taming rough-hewn wood, making of nail a useful thing, so shall the builder use the faithful, molding them into forms desirable, using them to tame wild wood, causing them to join together the foundations of our world, in joyous regimented harmony. Thus spake the prophet Jeremin. Jeremin, that's a bit of an unusual name. Now, in there we've got a gold plate. And I'm going to put this out. And I'm actually out of time. I think there's a guard up above, but I will save that for the next episode. So, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.